Every day, something dramatic happens in the Caribbean that affects our lives. We'll give you the details. We'll give you the facts on Caribbean Perspective with Eddie Frederick. Host Eddie Frederick.
Welcome to Caribbean Perspective. So glad you can join us. The story that takes the lead in today's edition for Friday 29th March 2024, Good Friday, and brought to you in association with our friends at Antillean Group, Haitians' political future hang in the balance. Details after this important message.
Believe in our strength, we'll stand by you. Protection from all, perils big and small. Reassurance we give, it's so clear to see. Peace of mind, that's our service guarantee. We look after all our family. Yes, we do at every opportunity.
Antillean Group, underwriters of all classes of insurance solutions for your protection and investment. Live well financially.
Welcome back. The Caribbean nation of Haiti has been held hostage by armed gangs for over 3 weeks now. Taking advantage of Prime Minister Ariel Henry's absence, late last month, multiple armed groups launched coordinated attacks on key facilities, including police stations, police academies, and the international airport. A major cause for concern is that gun trafficking from the U.S. state of Florida is providing arms for these gangs. Details in this WION news item.
The recent history of Haiti has been one of tumult and chaos. The assassination of former President Jovenel Moïse in July 2021 created a power vacuum, and the gangs and criminal groups, sensing an opportunity, swooped in. Elections have not taken place since 2016, and the presidency remains vacant. Elections were supposed to be held in Haiti, and the Prime Minister Ariel Henry scheduled to cede power to the newly elected officials by the 7th of February this year, which didn't happen. Armed gangs in control of vast swathes of Haiti launched a coordinated attack on the 29th of February in a bid to oust Prime Minister Ariel Henry, who was in Kenya at the time finalizing details for the deployment of a foreign armed force to Haiti to combat the gangs. He has since struggled to return home and is currently stranded in the U.S. territory of Puerto Rico. As unrest spread, a notorious gang leader, Jimmy Cherizier, also known as Barbecue, warned that the chaos engulfing the capital, Port-au-Prince, will lead to possible genocide and civil war unless the Prime Minister steps down. Police stations, police academies, and the international airport, Toussaint Louverture, were targeted. Two of the country's biggest prisons were stormed by armed gangs, resulting in the escape of 4,000 inmates. Finally, on the 11th of March, Haiti's unelected Prime Minister, 74-year-old neurosurgeon Ariel Henry, pledged to step down once a transition council and an interim Prime Minister is appointed. But that did not help matters. Gang violence in Haiti continued to escalate, with two upscale neighborhoods in the capital, Port-au-Prince, bearing the brunt early Monday morning. At least a dozen people were killed, forcing the extension of nighttime curfew to Wednesday. The next day, Jimmy Cherizier made a public appearance in the capital, accompanied by heavily armed members of his G9 gang federation. He called for a march to the National Palace, in defiance of the state of emergency that prohibits demonstrations. What explains the audacity and the defiance of these criminal gangs? Does the root of the problem in Haiti lie elsewhere? As heavy gunfire echoed across once peaceful communities in Port-au-Prince on Wednesday, New York City Mayor Eric Adams, flanked by religious leaders at City Hall, called for help in reining in the flow of guns to Haiti.
Far too often in this hemisphere, weapons that are made here in America are being used not only what is taking place in Haiti, but in Trinidad and other the Caribbean countries. The Caribbean diaspora is finding itself under a siege for some of these weapons, but specifically when gangs are using these weapons to bring about havoc in the country. It impacts not only those who are in Haiti, but what I would continue to say, but the Port-au-Prince of America is New York.
Given the deteriorating security situation in Haiti, the international presence has dwindled. Earlier this month, the United Nations, the US, and Canadian embassies withdrew their staff. The United States, in a press briefing on Wednesday, announced that it is organizing government-chartered helicopter flights to evacuate Americans from Haiti. The State Department estimates that the number of American citizens who have reached out is approaching 1,600.
Haiti is a level 4 do not travel country. It's been so since 2020. The violence on the ground in Port-au-Prince has been dire. The security situation is certainly one of high risk, but I will also just say that we would not conduct such an operation if we did not feel that it was safe to do so, and that we did not have the expertise to conduct something like this. So I will just leave it at that, given security concerns. And of course, the situation on the ground is one of the biggest factors into determining the frequency at which we can do this and what other options might be available to American citizens, including potential commercial options.
The Americans are leaving no stones unturned, with helicopters expected to make several trips from Port-au-Prince to Santo Domingo in the Dominican Republic. But what about Haiti, a nation of 11 million which has been taken hostage by 7 major gang coalitions, where 350,000 people have been internally displaced, 4.35 million people face acute food insecurity, and 1 million are merely a step away from famine. Lest we forget, Haiti is in danger and in urgent need of humanitarian assistance.
You're listening to Caribbean Perspective with Eddie Frederick,
in association with our friends at
Antillian Group, underwriters of all classes of insurance solutions for your protection and investment. Live well financially.
The United Nations, meantime, joins in the clamor that illegal weapons from abroad are fueling gun violence in Haiti. It is not known exactly how many illegally trafficked weapons are in the country, but the UN report said that some estimates put the number at 500,000 for both legal and illegal weapons as of 2020. The Caribbean nation has been gripped by increased violence in recent weeks, following several armed gang attacks on key facilities. This BBC News item tells us more.
The United Nations is warning that illegal weapons from abroad are fueling gun violence in Haiti. The island nation remains in political limbo, with details of a transitional council still to be revealed more than 2 weeks after Haiti's Prime Minister resigned. That followed a wave of violence in the capital, Port-au-Prince. The UN says arms trafficking has helped the gangs who have caused chaos in the country, as Nomia Iqbal reports from the port city of Cap-Haitian.
Parts of this volatile nation are now a war zone, flooded with guns and gangs. Haiti is a country that doesn't manufacture weapons, yet its people are living in a state of terror, perpetuated by hundreds of armed gangs. Juliet points to where she was shot. Gangs ambushed an event she was working at in Port-au-Prince.
I said to everyone, run, because they are shooting. And then I was shot twice.
10 people were killed, including her business partner. She struggles to talk about what happened. Juliet fled to Cap-Haitian, carrying her belongings and bullet scars. This shared space is all she has. Gangs have taken over the home she owns in Port-au-Prince.
At the beginning, our political leaders didn't do anything to stop these gangs. They let them grow and grow and grow, and now it's too complicated to stop them. The gangs are everywhere.
More than 30,000 people have fled the capital, paying high prices to take the bus to Cap-Haitian. There's a moment of relief as this father sees his 14-year-old son has made it safely.
The journey was very long, more than 6 hours. I was praying the whole way. There were a lot of gunshots in one area. Our bus just missed them.
Another passenger has a message for America.
All the guns here are from the U.S. If the U.S. want to stop this, they could do it in 1 month.
There is no exact number for how many trafficked firearms are currently in Haiti. A UN report in January said some estimates put it at 500,000 weapons here as of 2020.
Weapons are being smuggled into Haiti by air, land and sea. There have been seizures in the country's main ports, including here in Cap Haitian, where guns and ammunition are hidden in shipping containers. They then end up in the hands of violent gangs who are becoming Haiti's de facto rulers.
The chief prosecutor here says he's never seen it so bad in Haiti.
For me, it's just like a nightmare.
With guns being so prolific, is there a fear the violence could spread beyond the capital?
Are they scared of coming here?
Of course, yes. Because we're not playing with them. Anything can happen. Because if this is a gangster that comes, he's not coming to play. So we're not playing with them either.
The US State Department announced a plan last year to work with Haitian police to tackle gun trafficking. But with no head of state and effectively no government, gun violence is yet another vicious circle Haiti is trapped in, with no clear way out. Nomi Iqbal, BBC News, Haiti.
In other news, in context of a 40-year-old citizenship by investment program, St. Kitts and Nevis' Prime Minister Dr. Terence Drew stated in Parliament that his government is now moving to establish a statutory body out of the Citizenship by Investment Unit. Glenn Bart of SKN Newsline reports.
Making a statement in the National Assembly of St. Kitts and Nevis on 26 March 2024, Prime Minister Dr. Terence Drew, Minister with responsibility for the CBI program, commented on the move at the institution of a due diligence international unit that will be based in Europe but under the Ministry of National Security. A statutory entity will be subject to greater transparency and accountability in its operations, according to Dr. Drew.
There is a need for the CIU to have independent, professional management, operations, and high-performing staff. There is a need for the CIU to become a body corporate with an even more robust board of governors who report to the minister with responsibility for citizenship. Success stories in this model have been the St. Kitts and Nevis Tourism Authority and SCASPA, Madam Speaker. And therefore, this type of arrangement is not new to us. The bill also allows the CIU to collect money to manage its own affairs through the relevant administrative fees, while the bulk of the CBI revenue is still paid into the Consolidated Fund for Management by the Federal Ministry of Finance. We are in the final stages of setting up the continuing international due diligence unit within the Ministry of National Security. Continuing international due diligence unit within the Ministry of National Security. Madam Speaker, this is fundamentally important. This is the next generation type of policy that we are introducing. St. Kitts and Nevis is introducing. So this due diligence unit within the Ministry of National Security will make sure to act as a vigilant and proactive entity, employing intelligence gathering, analysis, and collaboration to mitigate risks associated with the continued operation of our CBI program, Madam Speaker.
According to Dr. Drew, the due diligence unit is likely to be based in the city of Brussels. Lindbart reporting for SKN Newsline.
I am Eddie Frederick, wishing you a restful weekend. This has been Caribbean Perspective, a whole new approach to highlighting developments in the Caribbean.
In the meantime, please follow us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel for daily regional news and more, in association with our friends at Antillian Group.
Believe in our strength, we'll stand by you. Protection from all perils, big and small. Reassurance we give, it's so clear to see. Peace of mind, that's a service guarantee. We look after all our family. Yes, we do at every opportunity.
Quintillion Group, underwriters of all classes of insurance solutions for your protection and investment. Live well financially.